What's up everyone, welcome to Profit Data. So today exactly I'm going to talk about this fetching automatically weekly expiry current date of index as well as option symbols of index in Python. Okay, so here I'm gonna show you how you can fetch all those things, and you can do it, save it in a CSV file, these symbols especially for your ticker, okay, or to perform any kind of analysis, and to perform any kind of operations for trading purpose. Okay, so for analysis and trading purpose, and whatever you want to do with them, it's up to you. Okay, so in this thing, what I'm trying to do here is that basically when you get some trading symbol if you want to place some orders, you need to give some trading symbols mainly for these options, and this option symbols got some syntax. Okay, so you need to get in these symbols as it is, and then if you are putting them for order placement, then only it will gonna help. Okay, and for for other things, if you get in for fetching of in a position book or say trade book, those symbols get differ. Okay, so you need to say which symbols will be I should take it, so it will be helpful for my for the ticker data, or say for the chart purpose, or for trading. So this is how you should go for these things. So main 2 or 3 things for the ticker data, for order placement, this symbols is must. Okay, so there will be format will be there which you need to follow. Okay, so I'm going to show you right away. Okay, so these are the things which you I must say that if you don't have any trading account of Alice Blue, the link in the description is given, so go and have an account. Okay, it will be in instant. Have an account, and follow some of my videos. I've been already done some of my videos which you can find it on my channel. Okay, so at least some of 18 to 20 videos I have been done already on that one. So playlist is already there. I have been done several, but playlist is there, so just take your time and just check that part. These things we required this username, password, access token, and then I'm gonna set all those things in my Alice Blue parameters. Okay, and when I'm doing all those things, when I'm setting all those things, everything is I've been already explained through my videos and through my website, so please go and check, and you know that this is necessary steps to follow that one. Okay, so take it out these things and follow next. Okay, so I've already done a video regarding how you can fetch this weekly current expiry. Okay, so that is a manual method where exactly you can get a particular option symbol, but here I'm gonna take it out all those symbols, okay, which is necessary for the ticker data. Okay, so suppose if I am getting with option trading, and I prefer what option index I prefer means our bank nifty. So suppose if I want to get with the bank nifty or nifty 50. Okay, so some of the things which is available in NSE option chain, you can go and there and check, and whichever index symbols you are looking for, just go with it, and try to get as I'm trying for my index, as I want to trade in bank nifty. Okay, so what are the things are required mainly for performing analysis, order placement, or any kind of indicators? I required an option symbol data. Okay, so I can fetch an ATM, ITM, OTM. Okay, and especially I required current expiry. Okay, not other or something like that. So it's depend on me whether I want to go for the current or next. Okay, so for I can fetch on this thing. So this is the requirement will be there, and in this case of for any analysis or say any kind of a back testing, real time data is must. Okay, so you need to follow this step. Okay, so what happens in ticker, what you can do is like if you do some changes, the strike price remains the same, only like the premium changes of their LTP, but the strike price remains the same. So you can like can get some around 10 to 20 symbols or something like that and can perform whatever you're looking for. But straight away I'm going for each and every symbol. I'm just storing in my database, and then I fetch and do whatever I want. Okay, so that will be I'm trying to follow, but you can do as per your requirement. Okay, so let's go for this thing. So I need to search instruments. So what are the things I required? I required an exchange and an option index symbol. Okay, so what I have to say is I need an exchange which will be an NFO. Okay, so future and options data. So it is like that. So I need an exchange which will be in our search instruments, which will be an exchange as an NFO, because whatever the trading symbol I'm gonna fetch for options will come under in this. So that will be an exchange as NFO, and I required an option index, okay, option index symbol. And what will be that symbol name? Okay, I will gonna go with the bank nifty. Okay, so this is how you should give the format, and I call them as an instruments. Okay, so I need to fetch them. So what I'm gonna do is like I will call the alias and I will say search underscore instruments. Okay, and what I'm gonna give it here is an exchange and option index symbol. Okay, so here I try to do, and in this one more thing, I've been utilizing this pandas library, so this will be helpful for my like in an easy outcome of the data. Okay, so a format will be there where, so suppose if I'll show you here, so what happens, it will be in a JSON format. So I am just giving in a data frame, so it will be easy to fetch for me. Okay, I'm going to show you why I am giving a pandas data frame, because the data will be in a huge. Okay, so while fetching, what happens, sometimes it's not an easy options to get all this data. Okay, and the session get hold up, and I pull these things in a data frame, then fetch, that will be more better. Okay, so that's the reason I'm utilizing. Okay, so that's the reason I showed up this thing to you. So pandas, I'm gonna do is like I will call this in a data frame, so that will be good to go. Okay, so I have to say in a data frame, and then I will call. So I think it will be in a nice and easy format to get the data required. Okay, so the code, I think whatever I'm gonna paste it in my website, so I think you can copy from there and can utilize, so that will be more better. Okay, but you should know exactly what I'm doing with this code, and I think it will be helpful if you go from scratch to the end. Okay, so from beginning if you follow, it will be more better. So what I'm doing, and say I have one more thing, whenever I'm fetching this data, say suppose what happens, I'm really trying to get our bank nifty options data, and definitely I don't require this future data. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna take it out this data. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like I have to say whatever our instruments are there. Okay, if I have to say that my instruments, and only I am looking for options data. Okay, so instead of I will say options, and in this options what I'm saying is like whatever instruments are there, the last three columns should not be there. So this will be helpful. So if I have to say as an options, so this what happens, so only like I will get only options data here, not the futures data. So it was in the end, so as you can see, no options data. But as you can see, some filter is required, but because I'm getting September data as well, and it is monthly expiry, and even some of the cases I'm looking for only weekly expiry, not the monthly expiry. And whenever you go for these things, you definitely gonna fetch that current expiry. So from what I'm gonna do is like I'm taking from expiry whatever the symbols from here, okay, not from here or something like that, from here expiry. I'll sort it out these things, I'll filter it out, and then exactly whatever the requirement is there, I'm gonna fetch that symbols and perform the operations as per requirement. Okay, so weekly I'm gonna run these things and do some changes, and I take over the operations. So that's how I'm gonna do. So what I'm doing is like I'm fetching these options, and even you can, all these things can be done in an automatic way. Okay, so you no need to like fetch every weekly or something like that. It's up to you how you wanna do. Okay, and so suppose if I'm getting this options data, now what I'm exactly looking is like I need to sort out this expiry. So what I'm gonna do is like with the expiry, I'm gonna drop some symbols for it. Okay, so if I'm talking about say expiry, okay, say options will be there. So I'm called the expiry. So you know the expiry, from the expiry I want to filter. So many, like many expiries will be there, for every symbol there will be expiry will be there. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna drop the expiry which is in like I will say them as in duplicates. So if I just call it out these things, it will be an easy to get the expiry which is only required expiry, like for this month, for next month or something like that, and for other expiry or something like that. Okay, so only like sorted out these things. So only for like in a month I must say that if you get certain things, so this is the way you are getting expiries. Okay, and this is how you will get all those things. So it's better to get in a sorted out manner. Okay, basically see, this is not in a sorted. Okay, so they have been given already the expiry of only certain expiries are there which is like duplicated, so it is already took it out. Okay, so some of only few expiry date is left it out for me, and I'm gonna sort these things. Okay, when I sort these things, I particularly fetch something which is required. Okay, so say suppose next expiry will be on this date. Okay, so particularly I required this date, and this, if I do any kind of a sorting means it will be like in a proper manner, from starting to end, it will sort like that. Okay, so it will go like that. So if I have to say that I'm like if I am sorting something, then it's in just an option. What I say is just sorted. So what I have say, if I have to say in this as in sorted, it will get sorted easily. And what I'm gonna fetch that expiry will be in a particular manner. Okay, so first will be like this date as in 6/23. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay, in special cases. Okay, so now it is sorted. Now I can fetch the current expiry. So this will be my current expiry. Okay, so this is the way you need to follow. If you follow this stuff, okay, you can fetch in an easy way of current expiry. Okay, which is like, it can be like monthly expiry as well, which is like get expired in the end. Okay, so if I have to say like 23rd, it is what I'm feeling, an expiry at Thursday will gonna expire, and monthly expiry will be at 30th. So the dates I am never gonna know what will be there. So like 30th. So this is how you can take it out. So as you can see, it is sorted out in a good manner. So now it is an easy, I can say, I mean I can take it out these things and can perform whatever I'm looking for. So one more thing is there, I must say that if you are getting the expiry date, expiry index is very much required. Said I don't want to fetch like this expiry, so I can say as in 1, but I want to fetch the current expiry, so what I'm going to say is 0. Okay, so while sort it out, if I say expiry index, I'm good to go. And this is how I will fetch the expiry of mine, whatever the symbols are there for that one. Okay, so I can straight away can call them as an expiry date. Okay, and if I get this expiry date, okay, so that will be our current expiry, and that will be is in this format. Okay, so if you get in pandas data frame, this is the format which I am looking for. Okay, so that's the reason I need to fetch first of first. Okay, and then next what happened in my this options, in my symbols, say I need to search what is really that symbol contain. Okay, so if I have to talk about these symbols, then means what I am saying is like in my options I have some symbols which is I want to take it from the expiry. So I got to know the expiry, and I'm gonna give that expiry date. From that expiry date, whatever the matching symbols are there, please fetch for me. And if I have to say that expiry date is fetched for me, then what I have to say, first of all I'll show you what I'm getting here. Can straight away can give it in a trading symbol, but let's go for these things. Say now what happens, say suppose I get this whatever a expiry date, only these symbols. So don't get for these things, don't get mesmerized with 823 symbols are there, nothing like that. It will be around 225 230 of symbols like that will be there. Okay, which is easy for our ticker data to store and analyze. Okay, which we can perform the operations which we are looking for. Okay, so I can reset this and can drop. Okay, but we are good to go. So only the thing is I am looking for in my symbols, some symbol data is only I am looking and nothing else. And I will give it with the help of our CSV and name them whatever our trading symbol. So whichever our script is there for our option data, I am gonna fetch. And in one more case, I don't want the index, and I definitely don't want require the header. Okay, so if you know the ticker data, I have been done already something like for exchange and trading symbol will be the same thing. So I think definitely I can do some formatting with the help of in another set of things. I can call, I can subscribe, and then I can do whatever I am looking for. Okay, so this is how you can do. Okay, and just whatever the trading symbol you will get, you just have to get the trading symbol and do your operations as per your requirement. So this is my trading symbol which have been fetched. So what I'm gonna do, this symbols, what happens with one option data which will be NSE Bank Nifty. Okay, so 23rd June will be like our expiry, and so this is the symbols which I am fetching. So right now I can do some if I get the symbol, so as as per this month only, if I change the date, so that will be good enough for my expiry. But you should not do in that way. It will be better if you go through some language and do it in Python. That will be more better. Okay, and you try to do it some sorting method and get this data. Now it is easy to say that sort it out, and I can give it in my in SQL or any kind of a file, and I get my CSV ticker data and whatever I want to do, I just finalize. Now in this also you can do it out some sorting things, you can keep it some 10 to 20 symbols which is required. only one symbols with the help of option index. Otherwise you can say that this is my LTP and whatever I want to do, so you can do. Okay, so this is how you just do the formatting and try to work it out. Okay, and add the symbols, try to analyze. Okay, and I think you can set some GUI for these things and can see what other things are running. You can take it in this Excel, and you can take it out this data in a real time and perform operations as per your requirement. So whatever the LTP get fetched, it will be saved in a database, and you fetch them in a OHLC, or you just call the LTP whichever you are looking for, whether it can be ITM, OTM and deep, everything. So it's up to you. So whatever you want to do, sorting method, analysis, or any kind of things which you are looking for, please go ahead and do try. Okay, so I must say I will paste this code. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.